Yay,
Okay,
right,
Kev,
we're back
card
again.
coming
50
into
fathoms.
you.
Well, in 50 fathoms time, so we'll see what happens. Going wrong.
Elizabeth.
I have absolutely no idea what card you gave because I hadn't looked at the cards
Arcane
yet.
Spike.
Based on the last couple of games, I'll give you that one. Getting injured.
That's legitimate.
That's interesting. Double clicking on my. Oh, it did. It just took a long time for the map to load. But to say double clicking didn't get the map, but it just took.
Right, a little bit of information for you there in the chat window. And the water is roiling and bubbling.
Oh. Okay.
And it is Kralamos to act first, who is on the far side of the roiling and bubbling morass of detritus and debris. Oh, actually, you also have an effect still going, don't you? Of course, it won't let me set that for an amount of time, will it? Bloody thing. But you've got elemental manipulation going if you wish to use it. Well, that gets you close enough to attack the seaweed fiend, should you wish.
Actually, why won't it let us set the timers on them anymore?
I don't know, but it doesn't, does it? You have to.
I noticed
Make
that on Sunday, I think.
You have to make a whole new effect to do it, don't you?
You should be able to just drag in the one from the power. You should be able to just drag in the one from the
Well,
hang on.
Did you count?
And then modify it.
Yeah, I
But
should
the amount of
do
time a spell has left to run when you're putting it back on at the beginning of a session.
that. Yeah, 'cause
You
it's
might
got
be
4
able to
rounds
change.
run.
You might now be able to change that one.
Yes, I can. I did. I could change it down to the 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I found you could just put an effect on and then modify it
No.
timer wise.
So
if you create an effect that doesn't have a number in it, you can't add a number.
You can't add one
Right
to
to
it.
say. Yes.
So Kralamos dives underneath the planks and then bobs up next to the seaweed fiend and the privateer captain, and gets the first critical fail of the night.
Oh my god!
Right, I'm quitting. Good. I'll see
Yeah,
you.
you
I'm not
surfaced
playing
too
anymore.
soon. You hit your head on the board.
You know what? I think that's a reasonable thing to happen. So Kralamos has indeed banged his head on the board. I will have a vigor check from you, Kralamos, just to give you another opportunity to critically fail.
Fine, go away.
Okay, you don't fail, so you don't end up with a level of fatigue, but you do end up distracted and somewhat vulnerable as you are seeing little fishies swimming around round and round your head, being a kraken. Craig cooled.
It's like a little Kraken mobile.
Yeah, it is.
I am going to. Ooh, that could be fun. These fire salamanders, are they actively not liking the idea of the water? Have we noticed in this fight that they are discombobulated by water?
They've not been. Well, they've avoided the water. Let's put it that way.
That's what I thought. Alrighty then. I am going to. Yes, I am going to run that way, then take a flying leap with a run up to land on this, which is just underneath the support of the piece that it's on. And I'm thinking that my weight suddenly going on that is going to flick up the piece of wreckage that Fire Salamander 3 is on, and possibly either upend it into the water or splash it with the water by default.
Okay, I will let you do that then as either your choice, an athletics test
Hmm.
or a push.
I think I'll go with an athletics test, please. I'm good at those.
Okay,
Let me
give me
just
an
check
athletics roll then.
my edges to see if
You get a free re-roll on athletics test involving balance, which that probably is going to be.
I would say yes. Does combat acrobat affect it at all?
No, that just makes you
Okay, so
harder to hit.
just a free reroll. Let's see what I get to start with then. Oh, a 9. That's not terrible, is it? If I do the free reroll, do I get to choose which result to have as long as it's not a bust?
As long as you don't critically fail.
Well, then I'll keep the 9.
Okay, so you keep the 9. The fire salamander resists. And, well, you have got a raise. You can roll on the creative combat table and you can choose to make Fire Salamander 3 either distracted or vulnerable as the section of planking that it's standing on rocks around and water splashes up onto it.
Alrighty then. There's no one anywhere near that might affect it, so I'm going to go with.
Well, it's actually already distracted, so you probably want to make it vulnerable.
Fair enough then. Yeah, vulnerable it is. Where's creative combat table?
That'll be in the tables section.
Give me a moment then.
I'll race you to it.
I've got it.
You've got it, okay.
And
And
shaken.
and it's shaken as well as it's splashed with water. You hear it to sizzle and pop a little.
Yay!
Well, the privateer captain recovers from being shaken and is going to lash out at that seaweed fiend that he's fighting.
Hey!
There we go. I got a critical fail as well.
We've been playing for how many minutes and we've had 2 go busts already?
Yep.
Two.
So he lunges for the seaweed fiend, and as Kralamos bursts out of the water, looking somewhat discombobulated, he rolls back a little, swallows some salt water, and starts coughing and choking. Solimas is being played by the absent Jiminy Monkey, is going to swim away from the roiling waters to be somewhere safe. And Josiah.
Right, Josiah.
Who's apparently running on one candlelight at the moment.
Nah, I'm sorry, you can take the lights off. I was just trying to work out what we really need to do is draw range circles around tokens. It would make my life so much easier.
For command effects and what have you.
Command effects.
Well, someone just needs to take a look at the 5e aura code and make it work in Savage Worlds.
Yes.
No.
That went
Okay,
so
no,
far over
no.
my head.
If you
it
look at
needed
if you look at
space.
requested feature, the most requested feature for the longest amount of time has been, can you draw a circle around a token? I'm going to move this rowboat.
Okay.
I'm going to move this rowboat there.
I cannot see where your arrow is.
Ah.
There. Oh, you're trying to move it over there. Okay. So you can make a boating roll to command your
Yes, it will
crew.
get us very near the fire salamander too, but I think we need to get our boat away from the big swirly thing and nearer the 3 crates on the bow of the ship,
Okay.
because I feel that they're going to be important at some point.
Then give us a boating roll to command, and your NPCs will just follow your commands this round. Okay, can I make that spin around? Probably not. No, but I can just move it there.
Should probably rotate it.
Yeah, I can't get the rotate to work. I'm not sure why. Is that it? No, that's zoom in. That's not. No, It's just zooming when I try to select it and do stuff.
Aye, because if you unlock the map and then select, go to the stamp tool, select the boat, and then rotate it.
Yeah, I can't select the boat when I go to the stamp tool. I can select it as a painting layer, but I can
Right,
just
okay.
select it as the layer, and I can't do anything else with it. But never mind, that'll do. I will move you all over there as you give the command and bring yourselves alongside the wreckage.
I give the command Tokyo drift.
Yep.
It goes sideways, literally.
Right, so that sailor's on board, so he's fine. That sailor's on board, so he's fine. These sailors are not doing so well, though. Let's give them a quick figure roll. Oh, he's clinging on. He's seen that rescue might be on its way.
Except the boat just sailed away from him.
Except the boat just sailed away from him, and yeah, that fella drowns and is dead.
Out of interest, why aren't any of them actually swimming towards the boat? Why are they just staying in one spot and drowning?
Because there's too much debris around them, and they've been floating around for so long, and they're just knackered.
That's a reasonable answer.
It's all they can do. It's all they can do to keep themselves afloat. So Fire Salamander 3. Well, even though he's distracted and vulnerable, he balances his way along there and comes up to give Craycold a hug with his fiery body. But leaves you unharmed. Number 2 jumps onto the boat.
I did wonder about the logic of putting a boat near the salamanders, but I wasn't going to say.
And he gives Patrick O'Donovan a very big, warm hug.
Oh dear.
A very, very warm hug. Well, Patrick screams as he burns.
Like instant immolation to me.
I think it probably was. Ouch. I will just go and check Solomas's cards for you, because I'm sure everybody's rapidly looking around to see if that particular card is out.
Fry has it.
Okay. Keep him alive. Taris Tun.
Yeah,
This is part
it's
of what
killing
makes me so
Terrace
connected
hearing these
guys.
guys drown and hearing these guys drown and scream and stuff. And in an act of desperation, she's going to drink her last vial of rock blood and fly to save whoever she can.
Okay, well, you can fly around with your rock blood then.
Okay, so I drink the last vial. It says that I've got a flying pace of 24. Now, if I
That's
drink
right.
it and I can still move this turn,
You can, yes.
let's just throw them a roll from here. But that's good enough for now.
Yep. How high up are you going?
Just skimming just about high enough to where I'm clearing the water and I'm not going to snag on debris.
Part of
But
me that thinks what I would do if I was you is I'd fly up quite high right now. You can always come down again, because you're flying over the big churny thing and something's possibly going to grab you.
Harris is skimming along the surface. That's fine. So Fry, you're up next.
Okay, Fry is going to
Can't save these people.
swim over here towards this seaweed thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be low enough so he'd be sure to be able to see I'm coming for him.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay, so you're swimming into the rough churning waters there.
A little bit,
See
yeah.
the churny
And
waters,
I'm
so
going to
some
give
people
this
can do.
seaweed dude a chop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. That's 3.
That's 3.
3 in 20 minutes.
Okay, so what are we going to do here? I would like another fighting roll from you, please, because your blade goes into the seaweed fiend. It sort of tangles in it rather than cutting it. And if you fail this fighting roll, which you didn't, so you may have had it just all tangled up and had your sword wrenched out of your hand, but that has not occurred. But you otherwise leave yourself vulnerable. And it is the seaweed fiends now. Where are we, seaweed fiend number 3? Ah, yes, it's the one that's. Well, he's still going for the captain because he's not really noticed Kralamos's approach. Fails to land a blow on the captain. This one claws out at Fry, trying to grab hold of the arm that's got the sword in it, but Fry retracts his arm nice and quickly. And then this one is just swimming along slowly, pushing the burning barrel in the general direction of that rowing boat. And then splash, splash, splash. Out of the roiling water rise a number of writhing and wriggling tentacles of some kind of giant beast. Being as you're so close to them, I would like fear checks from both Fry and Taris. Fry is
Right.
definitely not scared of a giant octopus. I think he's just thinking calamari, yum yum yum. And Taris may want to fly away, but we will see.
Well, no, she's thinking a little bit. She's focused on the guy ahead of her who is in way worse spot than she's in.
See 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Well, Taris is hit by one of those tentacles as it lunges out of the water. Smacking into her and knocking her further up into the air, and to the tune of a wound. But a quick flip in the air keeps you alive. Since you were the only one that was clipped right on top of one of them when it appeared, you're the only one that actually got attacked as the tentacles rose out of the water. But now you may just have a giant octopus to deal with. And Kralamos has a joker, giving everybody a Benny.
Ooh, lucky me.
We're gonna flip and need those.
It's indeed a Rooney.
Oh, which reminds me, he can't watch tonight because he's got to be at work. But the bewildered badger sent me a message requesting that at a time of my choice, I say on his behalf, let the bennies flow.
Oh, bless.
Ah.
He's preparing to kill us, so notice he decides this is a good time.
But of course. So
Kidding.
Kralamos, you have the joker. You can't possibly critical fail again.
You had to say that, didn't you?
Of
You
course.
know, I had another GM that was resided in the UK that used to say, just don't crit fail, and every time he'd say that.
Yeah,
It occurs.
exactly.
Oh, it does say. It just says target seaweed fin. That's how I couldn't.
Oh, your blade slashes into the seaweed fiend. A mighty and telling blow, 3 wounds caused. Your bone sword cuts deep into the seaweed fiend, slashing it into several tiny little pieces. And the privateer captain there, who's been fighting with one arm over a floating piece of wood, says, "My many thanks, friend. But how will we get away from that?" he says, and points at the writhing tentacles of the giant octopus behind you.
I say swim that way.
Pray for a flipping miracle.
Taris Tun.
Okay, now we already missed the one because I swooped up a little bit. Can I continue to swoop up and then back down to this guy?
Of course you can.
And try to get him out of the water and then swoop back up.
Okay, well, I think you're going to need a strength roll there to pick him up and pull him out of the water. Okay.
There
so
is a God
you can carry him. You can
with a
finish your...
D4 strength.
Yep. Well, you've got another 16 points, another 16 move, which you can take him with you.
I suggest you also add that vertical as well as horizontal. That's 16.
I'm going out this way. I'm gonna go. If I got 16, let me see where's 16. Right there. Let me.
So you
Let's
24
see.
total. Yes.
So you can have 8 more vertical if you want to doing that, or you can have a bit more horizontal and some more vertical.
Logically speaking, if you've got a pace of 24, you can elevate and you can ascend and descend 24 inches. For every inch you go along, you can go up an inch or down an inch. Yeah.
Yeah. How high does the D4 strength mage want to carry the sailor?
Well, I don't want to carry him so far that if he hits it, it's going to be like hitting solid cement. I just, I'll put far enough and out of the range of the freaking tentacles.
Okay.
I
Well,
still got to get him back to the boat.
You've still got 8 more points of move if you want to use them, because you had 16 extra after the 8 you'd done. So you can move up to 24 and just tell me how high you want to be up.
I want to be up, about tentacles look like they can be pretty long, probably about, maybe 30 feet.
30 feet. So that's, yeah, you want to be up 5. You want to be at height 5. That's fine.
That Seagrass does do some weird updates sometimes. Networking code.
Oh, you didn't put a timer on me that I can fly for an hour.
Yeah, that's what, 3,600 rounds. It's not going to matter. Fry.
Still in combat by then, I'm going to cry.
I'm just going to fly around getting people the hell out of the way if I can, because I don't see anything else useful here.
Okay, this looks like Fry may have... yeah, you've definitely got the measure of the seaweed fiend there.
Yeah, while his sword is all stuck up in there, he just starts swinging it back and forth really hard, and it actually does some good.
Yeah, you've torn it apart from sort of the middle outwards, and look at that. It's just oozing seaweed juice everywhere.
And then I will come along to there.
Okay. And then we're on to Solomas, who's just going to start his way swimming back that way to keep him out of trouble. And it is time for...
You can't risk the giant octopus seeing him. He might fall in love with his head.
Yeah. So that tentacle...
I'm sorry, I must have misheard what you just said. He might what?
Fall in love with his head. He's a kraken, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slashes
We
at
have
Fry.
octopus heads, don't we?
Yeah, Fry is far too small to be hit by the looks of things. But not by... Oh, it looks like that was just a feint, and the second tentacle may well be smashing down onto Fry's head. Slamming into the water, pummeling Fry down underneath it. It's not going well for poor Fry.
We'll do one more.
Okay.
No, I don't want to burn them all right now. Yep, no, Fry gets whacked.
Fry gets whacked a good one.
Oh! Actually, you might want to give that card to Fry. Great.
And the other tentacle's kind of following on behind. This one here tries to reach up towards Taris, but can't quite get her. And then it's Craig Gould.
Was I muted?
You were.
Ah, in that case, there you go, Fry. Have a card, and then he's come for a bit of Barney, has he? Right, there we go. Caught up. Okay then. Hmm. Oh, let me just see what I've been given in case it's relevant. Okay.
Do that at the end of last round.
Thwap.
Well, your cutlass slams into the poor, innocent fire salamander. But
Innocent, eliminated.
Well, that didn't help. All right.
I'll completely and utterly agree with you about the level of innocence once I'm the GM again and it's my monsters getting beaten up. But until then, pish.
is that what you say? Pish, you say? Okay. Well, and the fire salamander is not happy that you tried to rearrange his innards with your sword, and once again just tries to give you a hug to show you how nice he is. But you're
Please
having none of it,
critical.
and you keep him away with the point of your blade.
I really wanted you to critical so I could sidestep and he could fall in the water.
All right, well, this one's going to go on to the next nearest target, which is that sailor there. Gives him a very big hug. And that poor sailor is also immolated. And oh dear.
What do you mean, oh dear?
I mean, oh dear. Josiah, your boat's on fire.
Oh dear.
Let me see if I can find a nice little fire for us. I don't want a fire elemental. That would be silly. That's the one I want.
So, oh dear, the boat's on fire, but doesn't that make smoke?
Oh, there is no fire without smoke, or possibly.
Well, perhaps the smoke can summon some help.
Oh, well, maybe it will. I'm sure we can have that arrive next round. And Josiah.
And Josiah, Josiah will attempt to put the fire out by rocking the boat.
Okay. Rock the boat. And you manage quite successfully to splash water onto the flames, putting the fire out. Patrick is still hideously burnt. What's Rana Rillick going to do?
We die when the fire elemental hit.
Anyway, meanwhile, back at the OK Corral, do I want to do this now?
See if you're lucky, punk.
Yeah, it's one of those. Right, anyway, so I'm going to rock the boat, put the fire out.
Mm-hmm.
Keep rocking the boat.
Yep.
And Fireman Salamander 2, after the fire's go out, Salamander 2 will go over the edge and into the water. How does he do this remarkable feat whilst putting out a fire at the same time? Well, he's just busy.
Has an adrenaline surge. Awesome.
So, yeah. So the rocking of the boat puts the fire out, but does it catapult the scent of a friggin' no, I'm going to not sit on a 6.
Well, it might do. No, that's probably going to be a lot better. That's going to be an awful lot better.
Right, I'll try a test its agility.
I think it's not a critical, so it can't go on Kev's tally, but you definitely got the raise there. Do you want him vulnerable or distracted?
Well, let's roll on the creative table first.
Okay.
Creative combat.
So he's shaken. Of course, if you make him vulnerable, now would be a good time for Rana Rillick to act and try and push him overboard while he's
yes,
made him all vulnerable.
I will make him vulnerable. I
Okay,
was hoping to get the setback result, in which case you'd have been.
He'd have been overboard already, but such was not to be. But yeah, he's now vulnerable. So if Rana Rillick wants to make a strength roll, she can try and push him overboard.
Rana Rillick will do that. So I take it it's just that's athletics, isn't it?
Well, it's a push would be strength.
Is it right? Okay. So right, so the same. Oh, come on, set it.
Well, that's the 7 because, of course, he's vulnerable. Oh no! She's beaten back by the heat of his body, and she's not able to push him quite hard enough.
Use the oars. Anna, use the oars.
The oars?
The oars.
Yes.
I was just deliberately mispronouncing it to make it sound like something else, obviously.
Of course. Well, the pirate captain, thanks to his floaty bit of wood, is able to get a little bit closer there.
Didn't have to make it sound weird because to us Americans, you Brits all sound kind of weird anyway.
It's all right. You guys sound like weird to us as well.
Just different types of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
There's going to be a very loud bang in a minute.
I would like Fry and Cray to make notice rolls. Cray's will be at -2 because this is behind him.
Oh no, it isn't. Oh yes, it is.
Right, so Fry, you can see that the fuse in that that is a barrel of gunpowder is very, very short, and the seaweed fiend has just pushed it towards the boat and is then backing away.
It should be noted that I decided to save the captain rather than go after that because you were nowhere near it at the time, and then you decided to row towards it.
Well,
it's okay. We're not going to blame you.
Right.
No, I blame the captain.
So help is going to arrive from a source determined by the GM, which means I need to take that off hold and deal the next round.
We've also got a box sitting right there.
That is the barrel of gunpowder.
That's the barrel of gunpowder that's lit and floating towards you, and you decided to row right towards. So I couldn't actually get back to it and stop it in time, which I could before.
But what about these up there?
Well, those are possibly the crates of
magic
things that the sailors said that they were hauling. And right, this salamander cray gives you a mighty shove. I need a strength roll from you.
Bye.
Which pushes you into the water right next to the barrel of gunpowder, and then the salamander buggers off away from it.
Okay, that's fine.
This salamander, having incapacitated the 2 people there, jumps onto the rock and gives the boat a shove. But not enough to move it any. I'm buggered if I'm standing around here getting blown up with you. Look, I'm buggering off over here. And the privateer captain continues to try to swim his way back. He's just treading water there at the moment, though. Kralamos.
What is going on? I keep being first. I'm not used.
You've still got your elemental manipulation going, so you can use your water jet if you want to.
How far does that let me move?
2d4 per action that you use it, but you have to move that full 2d4 in a straight line.
Do that. Okay, so I've got a plan then. I'm going to go 7 inches in a straight line.
But that does count as an action, so it will provide multi-action penalty.
Okay. That's 7 inches in a straight line.
Yep.
Notice
Zoom.
I went diagonally downwards, you should notice.
Yes, I did notice.
Right. Then I am going to...
You can see a very large octopus.
I know. I'm then going to... Here. 5 inches, which means I'll be at -2 as I come back up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get. I'm not actually going to. I'm not going to get to do. I'm not rolling high enough to get me close enough to where I wanted to get to this round. So I'll just do another. I'll do another. I'll just do all 3 actions to get me over there, and then I'll swim, which will get me
A little bit further.
a little bit further that way instead. I'm going to go wide because I want to go around that thingy. I was hoping if I got some good rolls, I could have got to a point where I could have tried something clever on them on the barrel, but I'm not going to manage that. So I'm just going to.
But you do move like a torpedo.
Yeah.
Right, we've got 2 tentacles that are still in reach of Fry. That one misses him. And that one misses him, and the rest of them are moving towards the disturbances on the surface.
I've
I
got
don't
2
think
cards
he
here, but I
knows
don't
how
think
to move
anybody
the
wants them.
turning water effects, and the octopus can't leave it. Better game in there.
You asked for that.
I did. I knew. I figured he probably could. That's why I said it. I thought it would be amusing.
Right, Taris.
Terrace is going to carry. She's still carrying the guy, and she's going to make a beeline. She got. Well, she can't get that far.
You can move 24.
Yeah, she's gonna just move him to these rocks, and then put herself between the sailor she just saved and the fire elemental who's right there.
Okay, I need a strength roll from you again, please.
I've just retroactively spent one of those 3 bennies you took away from me.
Yes.
To give me 1 power point.
Critical failure!
4 and counting.
Yeah,
That's 4 in less than an hour.
Right, so you have gone 6.
That's when we start singing that great Arabic.
12.
Tell hustle teasy, tell hustle teasy.
Right, so you have gone 16, which puts us there. You drop the sailor before you yourself get onto the rock, I'm afraid.
Oh, damn it. Well, are you Solomos?
All right, I'll go. So Fry is not happy. He's not recovered from being belted around by those tentacles.
I'm fine.
Unless you're going to spend a penny on that.
To be honest,
Yeah,
if I
let's
were
go
you,
and
just
spend
swim
that
under the
penny.
water to me, and I can spend the next 60 combat rounds healing you. Get that.
Fry is actually going to swim over and grab that barrel
Mm-hmm.
and then dive down with it back that direction.
Ooh,
Okay.
I dig.
My action's directly after his. Can I help? Because that was pretty much what I was going to try and do too.
I don't see why not.
Cool.
What we'll do then is because the fuse probably will still keep burning underwater because of the nature of fuse cord. So let's have one of you can lead and one of you can support with athletics rolls because that's what you'd be using for swimming.
I have a D10 athletics. How about you?
I have a D6. So
Shall I lead?
yes, please. I will
Okay.
support you in doing that. Ooh, that was
I
almost
thought
a
that was going
crit.
to
Jeez Louise. I will spend 1 Benny on that.
Okay.
Nope, I'm not much help.
But
Okay.
you don't get in the way.
My ribs are hurting.
Mm.
I don't know why that tested against fire
Uh,
salamander.
Because you
Because you
probably
were
still have it
targeting
targeted it.
salamander.
I didn't realise. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yes,
so
no.
where are you intending to deposit this barrel of gunpowder that's about to explode?
In amongst these tentacle beasts would be great.
Right, it's a
Okay.
giant octopus if you go under the water.
Well, yeah, near its head maybe.
So let's have a fear check from you,
I've just
please. As you,
noticed. I've just noticed that it's smiling at us. Look, there's its eye. There's its smile.
No, it looks kind of cute. It looks like it's one of the Mr. Men. It's Mr. Octopus. Sorry,
yeah, give me a fear check then.
that's not a fear check. But
Actually, it is because a fear check is a spirit check. So you're
Oh.
you're okay. You're feeling brave, but
I'm feeling stupid. But
you probably should be feeling stupid as well right now. Yes.
Yeah,
So Fry,
yeah, it's smiling at you.
you dodge out of the way as Cray dives at the barrel and takes it deep beneath the waves. This sailor ducks and covers, and
I think
well,
what Fry did was give me a bloody good kickoff, gave me a boost.
and then help arrives from a source determined by the GM. As having seen the smoke, the Wraith has pulled dangerously close into these rocks and fires a full broadside at the tentacles.
Woo!
Bye, guys.
Remember that sequence in Saving Private Ryan where you sort of show all the bullets going underwater? That's you now with cannonballs.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'd be swearing if I was able to talk underwater, but I'm not.
If you want to be able to talk underwater, you need to play our game on Saturday.
Okay.
Right. Well, there we go. One of the tentacles is neatly severed by a cannonball, and you're surrounded by red blood and black ink as you're diving further and further towards the maw of this great kraken there, Cray.
Huh. More, huh? That sounds like a great place to put this barrel.
That fella's fine. That fella's fine. The seaweed fiend is just trying to get the hell out of there. Josiah.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, carry on.
Josiah. I mean, is there any? I mean, can I move this boat further towards these crates, or is it a case of we have to go off now and scamper across the wreckage?
You're going to have to get off now and scarper across the wreckage.
There's
really.
a bloody big rock. Well, actually, it's probably a barrel or something, bit of the ship, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but it's kind of in the way.
Yes, it's kind of in the way, right? Well, Josiah is going to go as fast as a hobbly old man can go.
Mm-hmm. Is he running?
No, he's just going to walk to there and he's going to discharge
okay.
his. But
Mhm.
let's have a. Oh, look at that!
A miss, a very palpable miss.
I don't even think this is worth penning.
Oh, you got him.
You just need to roll it. You need to roll a 12.
Yeah, pretty much.
11 will shake him, but a 12 will possibly hurt him. Mind you, you might have AP on the flint knock.
I mean, you got really hit with a race to have any chance of hitting them.
Mm-hmm. No. That lead ball just melts as it approaches the salamander.
Rightio. Rannick will run.
Rana's going to run. Okay. Yep.
Rana will run. Doing pace 11.
Mm. Now, as she crosses the area where the deck's underwater, I need an athletics roll from her, please.
don't want to actually get. There you go.
No, no, because she's running it. She does lose her footing, I'm afraid. So she's going
I
to get her
can't do
foot
the
stuck
goofy
in.
scream.
Yeah, she's going to get her foot stuck in something there and be vulnerable until she gets herself free next round. And as it's now the end of the round, well, the octopus is going to take some damage, and so is the other person that's right next to the barrel of gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be glad they're not using the nice rules I found online.
Oh, look at
Explosions.
that.
That's
Now,
quite.
is that a good
That's
thing
quite
or a
lot.
bad thing?
It's an
Right,
awful lot
so
of ones.
that is an
A
awful lot
lot
of
of
one.
ones.
Well, I did say it was the octopus and then the other person near it, so that's the damage on the octopus,
Oh, no way.
which takes 4 wounds.
That won't kill it.
It will not kill it, you're correct. And
That's-
that's
Personally,
pretty cool.
I think this is just spousal abuse because obviously I think obviously anyone else would have done the damage to the octopus and the lesser damage to the spouse, but that's just me.
No, you can't do that. So I've got a few bunnies. Let's see what I can do here.
You just need to soak enough to not die, basically, don't you?
Yes.
I mean, what happens if the damage was
Oh, come
flipped?
on!
What happens if the damage was flipped over?
I don't think it'd make any difference. It would have been.
It'd still be 4 and 4, I'm sure.
Thank you.
It would still be
Finally.
4 and 4, yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
Well,
yeah.
look at
I
that.
know that. I was just.
Cray clearly let go of the barrel at the last second, span round and kicked it off to, and then rode the shockwave out, but still managed to brain
Absolutely.
himself on a bit of debris as he was going.
Calamari!
And there is blood and ink everywhere, but the tentacles are still writhing. It's badly injured, but it seems that it's still got some fight in it.
Oh, steward. I hope I didn't steal your thunder there, Fry. You know, if you wanted to get blown up or anything, that.
No, you're more than welcome to get blown up. That's okay.
Okay.
Oh dear, the sailor that you dropped in the water, Taris. As the wash comes out from that explosion, a bit of debris catches him, and he goes under, and does not rise again. And then it's you, Taris, just after you see him sink beneath the waves.
He's not dead. He's just off screen.
I mean,
That's
would I
Taris.
know the difference?
Well, you probably wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, I'm pulling a potion out of my bag and I'm going to I'm going to fly over and dive into the water where he went down to try to get to him.
Okay, well, that's going to be an athletics roll to swim.
Because, damn it, I have put too much effort into saving this guy.
You're not allowed to die.
Okay, you swim around down there. It's a bit murky with all the blood and what have you, but you are able to find him, and you bring him back up. You pull him back up to the surface.
And can I, like, pour this potion down him, too?
What's the potion you've got?
The potion of depths. If I can't get him to land, at least I can make sure he can live long enough to get himself there, right?
Okay, well, yeah, you can pour that into his mouth. He doesn't seem very with it though, but you can pour it into his mouth.
Well, that's what I did.
Craycold recovers from being shaken.
Yay. Cool. Okay.
Tentacles to the left of him, tentacles to the right of him.
I'm
There he is,
feeling
stuck
like
in the middle of the pool of blood.
Mm.
I don't know.
I'm sure those
feeling
aren't.
like
I'm sure those aren't black triangles coming towards you.
black triangles.
Da-dum.
On the surface of the
Oh.
water.
I see. Yeah. I'm sorry. I should have got that. I'm feeling a Drax moment coming on. I saw its more.
It's going to dive inside and go. "Ah."
You're going to try and kill it from the inside.
Yes.
Die, monster!
Okay.
Oh,
Right,
Jesus.
That's one way to die, I suppose.
I think
Hey,
this is
we're
probably
all
gonna be some
determined
kind
to
of
just say, if we're
multi-action
just
thing.
going to
You're
keep...
gonna have to swim into it and then attack it afterwards, unless you want to swim into it this round and keep holding your breath and
No,
attack it
I'll
next.
do the multi-action, I think. So
Okay.
I'll click my multi-action button.
So
I mean, this could be lethal, but hey, you only live once, right?
do an athletics
With all the crit fails we're getting, what the hell? Something's going to kill us.
Do an athletics test against it. If you can beat it in the opposed athletics roll, you get right down into its maw.
Well, you'd be pleased to know we've done an hour and we only got 4 in the first hour. So we only got 6 last week. We have had 4 in the first hour. So.
Okay, so you've got an 8.
Bad.
Okay, you have been swallowed by the giant octopus.
Excellent. That's
Right.
a sentence I didn't think I'd say.
Now, from the inside, it's only got a parry of 2,
Yay.
but you still need to make a fighting roll, and you are now distracted and vulnerable because you're inside it.
Okay. Are you putting those? Yeah, you are.
I am.
Do I still just drop my attack on one of the? No, they're all different ones. Do you want me to target something?
But
Just
just
make
want to create an octopus insides token.
yeah, just make a fighting roll
With my sword, I assume.
with your sword, and you need to get a total of at least 2 to.
Let's make it wild. This feels like a wild attack moment to me.
I mean,
You
doesn't
did
that actually
describe Drax,
constitute...
and that definitely was wild attack, Drax.
I was going to say, doesn't this actually constitute maybe getting the drop?
I'm not going to give it the drop, but it's not going to be able to soak, and it's not going to get its size bonus to its toughness.
For future reference,
Definitely
I am
that is
going to
possible.
rule it would be vulnerable for sneak attacks for Pathfinder, Savage Pathfinder.
Seems reasonable. Well, you've hit it because you only needed a 2 to hit.
Oh,
you-
Yeah, you were trying to get the 6.
you mean the
which of course-
previous 2 was a hit?
Yes,
Oh, can I have the Benny back then?
you can because I thought you were going for a
You
raise.
probably want a raise because I imagine this thing's probably even on the inside. This thing's probably still got logically on the inside it will be its natural toughness, not minus its size
Okay,
modifier.
fine. Well, there's the Benny
Yeah.
back. I did spend it, and I'll just have another go then to see if I can get a 6. Oh, great.
Oh, my mother...
Oh,
There are
Fine.
times, Kralamos, well, I shouldn't listen to you.
I didn't say I didn't say you were. I didn't say
No,
that.
you
I was
were.
talking about it. Anyway, 5 in the first hour. 5
So
in the
what-
first
what's-
hour. 6 last week.
what's happened there then is, Craig, you have dove down in, your sword, your cutlass ahead of you as you dive in straight down the giant octopus's gullet,
Yeah.
and as its beak closes behind, it jars you a little, and you let go of the hilt of your cutlass, and you are now
Oh.
inside it and unarmed.
Unarmed. Not unarmed, I've just not got the sword.
You've just not got your cutlass,
I
but you
have
have
still
been
got
swallowed.
my dagger.
Yes.
Bollocks.
Now, normally you'd be able to hold your breath for a little while, but I think that's also blown the air out of your lungs with the critical fail. So you're needing a vigor roll every round or take a level of fatigue from.
Starting this
And
round
you've
or
got no
next?
bennies left. And of course, you're going to be your start dissolve. So.
Starting next
I'm
round.
not give him more ammunition, Kev. He's got enough.
Oh,
Now-
I know the rules about being swallowed whole in Savage Worlds.
Now, the crew on board the Wraith are busy reloading at the moment, so we're not going to fire cannons at the octopus that you've just thrown yourself down the throat of.
Anyone got? Oh, actually, we have got line of sight to give you even common bunger.
Yeah. Kralamos.
Well, Caranos has just
Right.
checked his inventory and noticed that someone gave him 2 potions of flying that he completely forgot about. And there's me. Mind you, I'm a water creature, so I'm probably happier to do that way. Yeah,
Mhm.
5 critical rolls in 1 hour. That was very amusing. I am in fact going to. Oh, do you have to do it that way? I'm trying to work out how you do it. Yeah, there we go. Right, I'm going to drink the potion of flying.
Does this mean you're going to just kind of jet out of the water like a missile?
Like a missile, yes.
Flying squid!
Okay, I'm going to, at the same time, I am going to climb. So then I'm going to get to there.
Yeah.
And then my and then elementally manipulate the water to splash all over that fast salamander.
So that'll be using spellcasting as a test on it? Or are you using it to actually do damage?
Oh, I am using it as an attack.
So that's 2d4 damage then?
It is. Yeah. Actually, let's slash DMG 2. Oh. I can't spell splash. Damn. Oh,
Ooh.
actually, should it be +4 though? Because it was water.
It will be, yes.
Yeah.
So if I add the 4 to that,
Laugh.
that is going to hurt it quite a bit. Put that up to 17.
That's 12 to there, wasn't it?
Yep.
That one's up a rock. Where's the other one?
Excuse me.
I thought there were 3.
There were, but one of them's already dead.
Okay. In that case, this one obviously I probably won't be able to water. I'll keep going to about there. I think.
Mhm.
Hang on, about there. I think. The point I'm trying to make is I'm off the rock rather than you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So obviously, if he's halfway up the rock, there's not a lot. I can't use my elemental manipulation. So I think we'll just have to water bolt him, won't we?
Mhm.
I'm quite
I
happy
think
with
you've
that.
got him.
That's a hit.
That is a hit.
Did get the raise because of the multi-action. That's quite annoying, isn't it? That cost me 4 power points. Actually, no, it only cost me 2 power points. I know it'll say AP, but it's I'm not going to spend the power point for the AP.
Blam.
And of course, that's water damage again.
Of course. Well, I don't think we need to add the extra 4 because you blasted that one and certainly put it out.
And at the end of that, I'll be 60 feet off the ground.
Mhm.
And then I'll end my turn like a good little boy.
Okay. Well, the giant octopus
Remain shaken.
spends a penny to unshake. So we will do an automatic strength damage as it crushes Craycould. In its beastly gullet.
Ouch.
Actually, I rolled the wrong thing there. I should have rolled that because it's the damage one, not the strength roll. Which shakes Cray. Where are you, Cray? You're higher up here. There you are. And the 2 tentacles that were going for Fry are still going to thrash around and have a go at him. Oh, but just misses him.
He's lucky he hasn't got SWAT.
Yes, it doesn't have SWAT. Bloody sailors getting stuck in the water. I don't know why. I've got to come back and help people. I know. I'll make a persuasion roll and make everything better. Start swimming properly, you nonce. That's Solomas. The seaweed fiend continues to float off.
No, I could have sworn Jimmy Monk said he couldn't make it today, but I mean,
It's almost like he's here, isn't it?
can he?
Those 2 sailors are just doing the things for Fry. You would have expected Craycould to have come back up by now.
I was going to say, yeah, he saw Craig go down, saw a big explosion, bubbles in the water and all that, and no Craig. So Fry is going to swim down and see if he can figure out what happened to.
Okay. Well, let's have a notice roll from you.
Okay, notice. There's my notice.
Mm.
Make a smarts
You
check. On
can't
a
s-
critical failure, you can work out how stupid Cray was.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to give you? With that notice roll, I'm going to give you that you find one of Cray's boots, but you can't for the life of you think why he'd have taken it off.
Well, now I'm upset, so I'm going to stab the octopus.
Okay. Make a stabbity stab.
You caused my friend to die.
Dead yet.
Now the rubbery skin deflects your short sword.
Hang on. There should be a size modifier if he's trying to stab the octopus rather than a tentacle. Surely
Oh.
he said it was huge.
Yeah, actually, yes. Well, you weren't targeting it, so having put it on there, that is actually a hit.
failed. Okay, I thought I had targeted it. I guess I
Nope.
didn't target the right.
Oh, I thought you targeted the tentacles and the tentacles weren't huge, if that makes sense. But yeah,
No,
I can see what you did.
the tentacles are actually huge because I
Yes.
basically used a giant octopus for each of them because it was easier.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. It makes perfect sense.
Right, you have shaken it,
Woohoo!
so you're hacking
Okay.
away at one of the nearby tentacles, which recoils from your blow.
Yeah, that's close enough for now.
Josiah. Almost critically fails his running roll.
So yeah, I was going to say it runs an amazing 6. It helps if I take myself off mute. So it runs an amazing 6, gets to there.
So I need an athletics roll from you as well as you go over the bit that's under the water to make sure you don't get your foot stuck in a gap or anything like that. And you do. Oh no, because you're running. You get stuck there and are vulnerable for a round, I'm afraid.
Right. Okay. And Rannick does the same. We'll go.
Rana Rillick.
Say. Oh, hang on. We're playing the wrong game if Radix around.
What are you lot of numpties doing here? But yeah, Rana makes it out of the wet and over towards these crates.
Well, can she see anything before she gets to the crates?
She can make a notice roll.
Oh, she's actually paying attention.
She is paying attention. In which case, she is able to notice a stamp on the side of the crates. It is the mark of one of the shops in Baltimus.
Oh.
Is it Cnidus's World of Wonder?
It is the mark of Cnidus's World of Wonder.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we need to get in the boxes, but not this time.
And Taris gets a joker.
Oh, yay. And I've still got the guy here half drowned,
You've still got the guy there half drowned.
but he's going to be okay. So can I just like drag him to the rock and help him up on the rock?
You can, yes.
Joker, I have a penny. I'm sorry, this excites me.
And do I have any movement left? Because it looks like the privateer captain is still alive too.
Yes, you can still fly. I was just say you got another 20 move.
I'm going to start in that direction.
Just for about, I've got a card that you might find very useful right now.
Oh, no.
Not you, sorry, not you.
Me. Oh.
Okay,
I
so
hadn't noticed it, otherwise I might have given it you soon.
I'm going to go and try and fish the captain out since this guy's going to be okay and the other can save him now and there's no immediate threats around.
Okay, so Josiah, you're up again.
Yeah, I could give a card to create here that might be useful, but really snazzy.
Look at that. Adventure cards flying around all over the place.
I wonder if
Yeah.
this will work. No. I was just trying to give it to myself. No. Try to give it. I was just thinking I might get. I've got a card I want to give Solimas.
Okay. You can give Solomas a card.
It's the it's folk hero.
Folk hero.
I'm going to give that one back because the one that I was given by Kralamos is slightly less insane.
Ah, yeah, that's a bad card.
Right.
Just for
so
the
what I'm
record, I
gonna
was
have
going to
to
give
do-
her betrayed so she could sabotage somebody else.
Yeah,
but
I was
get
going
a
to say
point of
you just have to
conviction.
open up his character sheet, don't you? I remember you can do it.
Yeah, but then I have to set your number of plays back.
I'm
Yeah, you
Um,
after. Yeah, you will do after you give Kralamos. Yeah, as you give me a card from Kralamos, you'll have to manually adjust my plays, won't you? Thank you.
There you go. I'll give you that one. You'll like that one.
Yes, it's a very yeah. Oh, yes, I will. Mhm.
And so, Josiah, you
I'm gonna give
are.
this one to Taris because Taris has got more versatility of spells than I do.
So now you've swapped your adventure cards around, Josiah. Are you going to pull your foot out of the hole in the deck that you got it stuck in and carry on towards the boxes from Cnidus's World of Wonder, or are you going to do something else?
Yes, well, but, 5 on 5. Well, I'm going to have to run.
Mhm.
Woo!
6. It's
Still not a critical fail, but it's as close as you can get with a running roll.
It's a Peter Kay dad run, you know, when your arms and legs move, but you don't actually go any faster.
Yeah.
You
What
know,
about Rana Rillick?
Rana Relic will mosey on up to the box and start ripping it open.
Okay, and they are nailed shut, but she can start ripping them open. So what I shall do then, here we go. Right. That one there. All right, you can have a look in the party sheet.
Have a look in the party sheet.
Ignore the bit that says ship's kitty, but this is what's in the crates there.
It's an unidentified doodah.
Heavy book marked with runes. Heavy book marked with runes. Metal can with red circle stuff on it.
Sorry,
Unidentified item.
let me just give you some unidentified names on some of these that should have had names. Okay, hopefully you can see some unidentified names on those now.
No.
You can't. Okay.
And heavy book marked runes. Heavy book marked runes. Pistol, ring, and metal can with red circle stamped on it.
All right, is that you mean
20 metal cans.
Yeah.
20 metal cans. Okay, Stark, it appears to run on electricity.
Tell you what, you can have a common knowledge roll for the metal cans.
Common knowledge. Who Rannick, yes.
Rana can, yes. Rana can have a common knowledge roll for the cans. Okay, so she calls back, Captain, there's canned caraway fruit here.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that's not really important right now. Well, I mean, it can do. I mean, it's awfully expensive. And it gets rid of fatigue, but
Mm.
yeah.
But
Do
there
you
you
know
go.
what? I'm just flapping about. I want to get Calamus's attention because this is like magic stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So-
personally, I think we need to deal with the octopus first.
well, the octopus unshakes. And, well, it's going to try and chow down on poor Cray. And that's enough to cause a wound to Cray.
Good as you got a
Mhm.
joker.
Just find the right thingy on the. What's it? Yeah, that made sense. There it is. Get off of me.
Yeah, that failed
Why did that fail?
because you're distracted and wounded.
Mm. Damn.
Oh, Fry gave you a Benny because he's hacking at the octopus from the outside.
Oh, thank you. You're right.
Okay, so make your soak roll again then, but with a +2. Well, there you go. You soaked that damage.
And that means I can interrupt an act, right?
It does mean you can interrupt an act, yes,
Cool.
before it does its actual action.
Just
Excellent
a big
stuff.
roll
Then.
for suffocation before or after, though.
Yes, the roll for suffocation will be at the end of the round.
Fine. I am going to wild attack the bar steward again.
Okay. Go for it then.
Am I targeting the right thing?
You're not targeting anything at the moment, but
Octopus Giant 1? Is that what you-
Octopus Giant 1 is the one that you want to target, yes.
Oh, what the sodding hell!
Oh dear.
Hey,
Well, you're unable to draw your dagger because
Hang on a moment. I used the wrong weapon. I automatically used the short sword. What do you want me to do about that? It wouldn't have made a difference. You're going to make me
it
keep
was
doing it, wouldn't
exactly
you?
the same roll. So I'm afraid you've just ended up finding that your dagger, along with your trousers, is somewhere further up the.
No. She just said she grabbed the wrong
They.
weapon. She just reached for
Mm.
the wrong weapon again.
They.
Yeah,
Where's my? Where's,
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They. My mistake.
Thank you.
Okay, you grabbed for the wrong weapon, so now you can make your vigor roll.
Oh, he works.
You can now make your vigor roll for suffocation.
Okay.
He in character, they in person.
Oops. Oh, I just should give up and die.
No,
now.
you're kidding me, really. I wasn't paying attention there. Okay, we just beat last week.
2.
Okay, so
I spent a card to be on the Joker
I know.
and act,
Well,
and
yeah.
I get 2 freaking criticals.
and with that you take 2 levels of fatigue, which means 1 more and you're incapacitated.
Not
I think
going
fate's
well.
trying to tell me something.
I
I
think
really
it might
do.
be. So the privateer captain is treading water. He can see that. He can see Taris coming towards him, and he starts to make his way in her general direction. The seaweed fiend is floating away, thinking its work is done. Kralamos!
Hello.
Josiah's trying to get your attention. So there's magic down here. Magic! And do you want to keep your elemental manipulation going?
Will it run out at the end? Yeah, no, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Let's. I don't need. Hurting it. Yep, let's do it.
Right, so going thermonuclear from right above it, you hit the
It's
octopus with a
raise.
raise.
Okie dokie. So then I'm going to do that. What's that? 13. And then I'm going to do... Oh, hang on. There's 2 1s there, isn't there? I'm not happy with that.
There are, yeah.
Notice the 2 1s. Let's try this. Yeah, it's better. And you know what's coming next, don't you?
I do, yes. So I'll put that onto that version of the octopus because that's the
So
one.
that's 38 points of damage on the giant octopus.
Indeed. Which is going to incapacitate it. Now, you didn't know that Cray was inside it.
No, I didn't.
And so its toughness is 12, so I'll take that away from the 38.
You're just being evil now. I approve.
So it soaks up 12 of the damage, and a further 26 goes through to Cray.
You know he did that deliberately to make me use that card, don't you?
It's all right. I'll just die. It's fine.
It'd be a very heroic death.
Oh,
If you-
I actually have bennies. I don't know why. Where'd they come from?
Because Fry keeps slipping them to you under the table.
Oh, thanks, Fry.
Fry was busy trying to cut you out of the octopus while Kralamos was blasting it, obviously.
I was thinking that if I smacked it one, I'd tear the octopus in half, but it wouldn't reach you and you'd be able to swim out the opening. But obviously the GM, quite right, he's evil, which I approve of. Apart from the killing you part.
Mm.
Oh, there's a 6.
So that soaks one of them, which still incapacitates you.
Okay, it's all down to the
So with no
incapacitation roll.
trousers and only one boot, I float to the surface, yeah?
And you're bleeding out.
That's okay, because if you get to the surface, I can come down and heal you.
And
Which is
while
fine.
it shows you still to act this round, you have already acted this
I
round.
have indeed already acted.
So we move on to Solimas, who kind of swims over and shouts out, "Oi, Cray, keep the red stuff on the inside. It being on the outside stupid. You don't want to do that." Giving you a +1 to your bleeding out roll when it happens.
Well, that's nice.
The Wraith has now reloaded, and let's make a notice roll for a generic sailor and see if they've realised that Kralamos took it out. Because if they fail, they are just going to fire the cannon again.
He's trying to kill us all now.
I'm not trying to kill you all. I'm trying to make it interesting and fun and stuff.
He's
No, I'm
trying to get
joking.
to Crimson Throne. He's trying to get to Crimson Throne.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't have a problem with that.
They've noticed, and they hold fire. So Fry, yeah, you've cut a big enough hole in the side of the octopus that you can pull Cray's limp and bleeding body out of the corpse.
Which exactly what Fry does. He pulls the body out, swims to the surface, and says, "It bit her. It bit. Help! Dying! Help!"
Thank you. I shall fly down on my next action.
Okay, so we will deal a new round because Cray has already gone this round, and Fry gets a joker.
Woo!
But Cray is up next, so maybe Fry would like to do something to support Cray's not bleeding out roll.
Well, if Fry
Hold
can
his face
attempt
above the water. He
Fry
can't
can
breathe
attempt an
underwater
unskilled
like you
healing.
can.
Healing check to stabilize, even, yes.
I don't have healing, but I do have survival, which I will use
You can use
to
that to
support.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or you could just, like I said, hold his face above water because he'll drown.
Oh.
it.
So no, I think Fry
Oh.
may be in a bit of a panic there.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
no,
Come on.
come on.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so
There we go.
if only that was the unskilled healing roll. So when Craycool makes the bleeding out roll, I will apply a +3 to it retroactively. Not that it's going to matter. Actually, it would have done. So +3 is not quite stabilized.
That's a 7. You need
Cray-
an 8, didn't you? Yep.
Yeah, but would
Would the
Fry,
distracted still apply to that?
Actually, no, it wouldn't have done. So that would have actually been a raise. So thanks to Fry's assistance, Cray has stabilized and is not bleeding out.
Which
He's
means
in a
I've got
very, very bad way, but
which is fine. That means I can just I can fly down, pick up Cray, carry him out the water, and spend 10 minutes levitating. Casting healing 2 wounds, which I'm afraid is all I can do. Oh no, it's
well,
magical. I can spend another 10 minutes, can't I? I
you
forget.
can, yes.
1, 2, 3.
Well, you may notice there are no more enemies around, so you're able to freely reclaim the items from the wreckage of the ship and make your way back to the Wraith.
Actually,
Again, I
might
rescue
do
the
that.
privateer captain over here.
You do, yes.
Okay, it's cost me 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I used ability to reroll there, so that's fine. So that's that's 4. That's
You only needed to heal 3.
I know. I didn't need to spend my penny. Oh well. Oh well. Obviously, I was panicking.
Obviously. So you recover the crates from Cnidus' World of Wonder and make your way back on board the Wraith. You know you've still got a fair distance to go into the Flotsam Sea. The privateer captain and the 2 sailors that survived the fight are very glad of your assistance, though. Poor Paddy is burnt to a crisp, and unless somebody does something about it, is very,
hold on,
very
yeah.
dead.
Does anyone want to make a dark bargain? Because I
Hang
think
on,
a giant
no,
octopus.
wait. Oh, damn it. Who's got a card player left?
Fry still has the card play. You can give it back to him.
There.
And a couple of those sailors that drowned didn't drown either.
Yeah, exactly.
Then, yeah, it seems you haul a couple of other sailors. They were floating on their backs, not their fronts, back out of the water. And make your way back to the Wraith, where the crew there are very relieved to see you all alive. And ask the captain, they hope they did the right thing when he sent up that smoke signal to fire on the octopus. And once you've loaded the crates from the wreck onto the deck of the Wraith, well, you might want to have a look and see what's in them. Though Fry has got a lot of red on him.
I hadn't noticed Fry. Oh right, I'll use that 11 I just did on Fry to heal him.
Okay, so you make Fry feel all better. Well, fatigued, but otherwise better.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, you've Rana Rillick has identified that you've got 20 tins of caraway fruit. Though she's not really sure what the tins with the red mark on are. She says it looks like caraway fruit, but she'd no idea why they'd have these red marks on.
Because it's probably contraband disguised as caraway fruit.
Oh.
Fry knows what that is.
I don't have a
Caraway fruit or
cold, so
contraband?
I don't have a cold. Can't I?
Well, we don't have a cold.
That's the neighbor for the caraway fruit. It's the caraway fruit gives you lots of energy, and this one gives you lots of blood.
Yeah, they're a rare fruit of the caraway tree that has regenerative properties when eaten. But the other items will need somebody with the occult skill to be able to identify. So what were you looking at first there, Taris?
Gotta go look at the party sheet and see what I'm supposed to be looking at here.
The absolute.
There's two books that
books, a pistol, and a ring.
got squigglies in them.
Yeah, there's 2 books. There's a ring and there's a pistol.
Oh, let's check out the ring first.
Okay, there's the ring.
It's kind of pretty.
And then you've got 2 books.
Oh wait,
Um,
is that so? Somebody who had that in the water, that ring, they wouldn't
No,
drown.
they could
Yeah,
do. They could.
I look at the ring. I've got it in my hand, and I throw it at Cray. I go, here, Cray. You might want this.
Nice.
So you need another roll to identify the others.
A roll for each one you want to identify. Yes. Okay, so that tells you what's special about the pistol.
Yeah, what's special about this pistol? I don't do pistols, man. They weigh a lot. Ooh, for you guys who want to use weapon, who are you underwater types, this pistol works underwater. I'm not going to decide because 3 of you like do nothing but fight underwaters, but one of you might want to snag that.
I don't have shooting, so it's no point me having it.
Unless I can use it as a club, I don't think it's going to help me too much.
Well, I've lost all of my weapons now, so I should probably get something. But
You'll be able to get weapons back from the ship stores quite easily.
Okay,
okay.
now the first book marked with heavy runes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, now I can roll.
Yeah.
Because our life ain't on the line. Okay, let me look at the last one.
There you go.
Oh, no identify rolls.
Now the captain tells you that he had been hired to take this cargo of items from Conidus's World of Wonder in Baltimus to a place called the Teeth on the far side of Torath Kar.
Mhm.
A storm blew them off course, and they ended up trapped in the Flotsam Sea, where they ran onto some rocks and then were attacked by the fire salamanders.
I'll be happy to know he's safe now as we head deeper into the Flotsam Sea.
Mm.
Hmm.
We're not turning back from our mission to get you guys out of here. You're along for the ride. If we need to tie you up to make sure you behave, that's fine too. But
He says there'll be no need. There'll be no need for that. And if his cargo is of any use to you to get to ultimately get them out of the Flotsam Sea, he's willing to take the financial hit on that, because if he didn't deliver it, it'll be
well, so the
his
couple
coin
of
that'll pay for it.
these tomes
It all got
might.
lost at sea. I mean, come on, let's be honest
Well,
here.
let's face it, his ship
His
went
ship
down. No one's going to
sank.
expect it.
Yeah.
You don't have a ship. What the hell? How are you going to have the stuff that was on it?
Well, in return for our lives, then my cargo's yours.
Well, we wouldn't get a whole lot of say in that anyway. You're not exactly in a position to tell us we can't have it, are you?
Hey, be nice. He just said you could have it. You don't have to rub it
I
in.
was just pointing out the practical reality.
Pretty harshly.
I see. I wasn't aware that I'd been rescued by pirates. Very well. I would give you my sword and my parole if I had it, but I don't. I take it you'll be.
We're not pirates. Some of us are just tactless.
Hey, that I just fished you guys out of the water. I don't need to be tactful. I was, saved your freaking lives. Be grateful. You need to be grateful.
Paris.
I felt that giving you my thanks showed you my gratitude, as did the gift of my cargo. I'm.
It did. It did. Taris. What the heck?
Well, pardon me. And she storms below. I need a cup of tea.
Well, she's a feisty one, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
The hell happened there?
Maybe it's a time of the month. Oh dear.
So, what do you want
Maybe
to do
with
now?
far
Then, folks?
mages, that's extra, extra
Yeah,
on them extra hot.
yeah. It's her fiery temperament.
He's down peacefully sipping a cup of tea, and you guys can gossip all the hell you want.
Well, if everything goes well, about a day's sailing from the center of the Flotsam Sea. If things don't go so well, you don't know how long it's going to take.
If it don't go so well, we'll probably die here at the Flotsam Sea, but what the heck?
But those of you that can make use of them, do you want to spend some time looking at either of those tomes?
Well, I think there's a few here who needs to browse this tome of elemental protection. I'm going to.
Well, the only people that can
Protection
actually
powers.
make use of it, the only people that can make use of it are Kralamos or Taris Tun.
Well, I probably, when I was being such a bitch, took the books and went downstairs to have tea and to read because
Well,
these
there are
people
then.
are
There's not much
annoying.
point in. There's not much point in looking, is there?
Mm. Well, you know then, Taris, that you could, with the right amount of study, learn the spells from those tomes. Elemental protection, you being a fire mage and an air mage, would allow you to protect people from fire and protect them from extremes of altitude and such like. And the dispel tome would give you the ability to cancel enemy magic. The dispel tome, Kralamos, were he to learn from it, being a water mage, would be much the same. But as far as the elemental protection spell is concerned, were Kralamos to learn that, he would be able to allow people to breathe underwater and move freely underwater.
Might be
Well,
useful.
Terrace already knows how to do the dispel spell, so she'll, set that one aside and study the other and tell the others that they might be interested in being able to do that.
So there you go, Kralamos. Taris says this book's probably for you. Of course, since you don't have the occult skill, you might need some assistance in learning from it. If you take a look, it tells you in there what you need to do to learn the spell.
Added it to my inventory, have you?
No, I have not. It's still in the party sheet.
Oh, I didn't realise. Environmental protection or elemental protection?
Elemental protection. It's still the environmental protection spell, but it only works with the elements that you know.
The elemental protection was the one that I was studying. It's to spell that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't get the impression that I'm going to be much use with that.
But you take the tome of dispel, I'll take the environmental protection one because I can't, with the fire and like mountains, defeat you guys.
No, made the research, failed the occult. No, can't learn it.
I'll give it to Taris then.
What do we have to do to
But
actually?
support roll for the.
You need to make a research roll, an occult roll, and a spellcasting roll, and then you will not be available to cast Zephyr on the day's travel into the center of the Flotsam Sea if you're studying the book.
Is research like academics, or is it a different role?
It's a different roll, so if you've not got it, it's an unskilled roll. Though other people could support you with it, but then they'd not be available to help the captain. Or you could stay here, just bodding around in the Flotsam Sea for a day.
I can give her +1 in each of these rolls. If you try looking at the pictures first, just look at the pictures.
Actually, the 7 hours it takes me to fail to learn the spell does mean I get my power points back, so that's okay.
Yeah. So even with the bonus from Josiah, looks like Taris is not going to be able to learn the spell before you make the reach the center of the Flotsam Sea.
Well, that's fine.
So let's have a boating roll from Josiah.
Oliver, don't.
Oh,
Everybody's
8.
had one there, haven't
Yep.
they? All players.
8 crit fails.
Right. Fortunately for you, even though you crash into several things on the way in, the Wraith is not badly damaged. Even with the 5d6 damage from making your way through a terrible, horrible storm. I would like a survival roll from Josiah as well for navigation. You're pretty certain you have made it to a point near the Devil's Cross, above where you believe the great fountain of Ograpog is going to be. All you need to do now is get beneath the waves and collect water that is just from the fountain, not from, well, anywhere around it.
well, that takes you underwater types to do that.
He's gonna have to do environmental manipulation, to get it all sorted out.
Well, unfortunately, even if Taris had learnt that spell, Taris can't protect you from the water because Taris is an air and a fire mage.
That would have taken Krelamos learning it.
It would.
Did Taris fail as well? It's still
Mhm.
available. It's still available then, isn't it? Okay, right.
Maybe you should work together on it for the next 10 hours.
Hey, Krelamos,
Fry is going to take the little jar that we're supposed to be filling up, and he's going to jump in the water.
Okay. You're just going on swimming
after
down, are you,
10
Fry?
yeah, well, I was going to say,
Unless somebody stops him, yeah, Fry's just going to go.
I mean, I would have just, that's what I would have just done if I'd managed to learn it, then yeah, but now I've got to wait 10 hours to do it, so.
Okay, so Fry.
let the little Fry do it.
Indeed.
Well, since nobody else has spotted Fry diving away, we will. Where's Fry? There we. Okay. You're going to be swimming around for a while down there, Fry, and
It's probably
there are
elements of
various
manipulation needed to filter the water.
there are various pods of octopons around that you're having to avoid as you're making your way deeper and deeper down. So I would like a stealth roll from you, please.
Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo.
Fry really's got this hero complex, don't he?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you are avoiding many, many pods of octopons as you make your way deeper and deeper.
Well, I know how they hunt, so of course I'm going to know how
Yeah.
to avoid them.
Okay, why is that map not right there? Because I need to put you on a map, Mr. Fry.
And it's not so much that Fry's got a hero complex as much as he just wants to earn his keep, and he's never sure if he's done it yet.
In fact, he's done it 10 times over, is beside the point.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
I know he doesn't know that, and it's perfectly fine that he doesn't know it. I don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you got to realize, you guys pulled him out, saved him from getting cooked in a freaking volcano. So he's still got a long ways to go in his mind.
Let the bennies flow 3 times.
They'll have to wait a moment. Combat trackers grinding to a halt.
There's Jimmy Wonka, whose purple, whose funky font is incredibly hard to read for some reason.
I'll let them flow twice, and then once for me. There we go. Right, that's that lot. And I need to add them. Well, that didn't quite work the way I thought it was going to. Never mind. So, Fry, you have swum down into the ruins of ancient Ograpog, while everybody else is up on the surface, completely unaware that you have gone down beneath the waves. And I now need to muck around with the combat tracker because the thing didn't do the thing I thought it was going to do. I thought saving that encounter using Chillhelm's Four Seas was going to nest all of your NPCs under you nicely, and it didn't.
Doesn't. And I thought it. I
Because
don't know about that. I've never used it.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was going to do, and it didn't. So let me just set everything up a little bit. Please wait. GM loading. This is going to take a while because I need to put all of your NPCs nested underneath you, and all the PCs are right down at the bottom of the combat tracker, and all the NPCs are at the top. Mind you, I can actually just leave them on their own cards, can't I? Because that will allow the captain to muck around with them. So actually, if I just do that, because I've already put some of the Marines under Kralamos, I'll put the rest of the Marines under Kralamos. And the rest can just be controlled ad hoc by the PCs as a group. Let's have a notice roll from everybody that's still on board the ship, please.
I'll have a notice in 9 hours.
In 9 hours. No, there's been quite some time has gone since
okay.
Fry's
Sorry.
gone off
Okay.
diving. And since you're not going to be successful in learning, I have a feeling that when the cry goes up, you'll probably notice it and allow yourself to be interrupted.
Although it hasn't updated on the on the chat window, but I don't think I'm actually going to.
So we all roll notice. Then, yeah.
Everybody that's not Fry, yeah. Fry's there. We'll leave Solomas off. He's hiding below deck. Josiah will clearly be around there somewhere. Kralamos is likely to be up there with them when he runs out. Let's have Taris coming out from below decks. Cray's going to be up in the crow's nest. Right. Well, so Josiah, Taris notices, and Kralamos, you'll be coming out from below decks on the second round, I think. And Josiah means that, enables everybody to not be surprised.
Do we got some map?
You do. So tell me when it's loaded. It might take a while, unfortunately.
Oh, I got mine.
Good night.
And have you got yours, Fry?
I've got a map there. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Now, as it happens, Fry, you were dodging around all these pods of octopons and what have you, and you've made it. You're almost underneath the shadow of the wraith above you, but you've had to swim around for quite a while, dodging all of these groups, and you can see that they're making their way towards your ship at the moment. But you're now almost down at the down at where the fountain is itself. And as you sort of touch down towards the ground, you can see what you thought were bloated corpses start to stand up and start shuffling in your general direction. Almost as if they are aware what you're up to, they start to form a cordon around the fountain. Right, a group of your crew, Boran Brev, Lauren Haliferus, Zedicus Savanda, Early Eames, and Horan Hal, can be operated as a group by the PCs. That's a good point. I need to give Josiah a couple of cards, don't I? Josiah, you have the 4 of spades and the 7 of diamonds that you can also give out to any of your NPCs if you wish to. And
Why is that?
I thought you took tactician, didn't you?
No.
Oh, well, never mind. It didn't make that much difference anyway.
No, in one game I used
You did, yeah.
Get Savage to get Tactician, because there was a chase and I thought it might make a difference.
Oh, never mind. It didn't make that much difference. So, who's up first? It is, well, Boran Brev is round about there. You can see that there are a number of octopons making their way towards the ship. Your crew have run to the cannon, but whether or not you want them to do anything with them, or you want them to repel boarders or run and hide, that's up to you as PCs.
I won't keep whispering to you while you're trying to run the battle.
That's
my
right.
my last question.
So yeah, those crew are only going to be acting under the command of the PCs. If you don't tell me you want them to do anything, captain or otherwise, I'm just going to skip them.
Repel borders. Repel borders.
Okay, let's have them. So we've got Boran Brev, Horan Hal, and Lauren. They're all around this cannon, so they can fire. Do you want them to fire at the giant octopus, or do you want them to fire at the octopon that's in front of them?
Go for the
Octopus.
giant octopus. It'll be easier to hit.
Going for the giant octopus. Okay, so they are going to miss the giant octopus. Meanwhile, it's not as giant as the last one.
Sorry about that, guys.
Advances. Josiah.
Let's have a wee laugh.
Is this a zombie pirate ship then?
No, that's your ship.
Okay, I just thought I saw zombie pirate. I
You
did,
did.
zombie captain.
You did, just a different map.
Okay.
So are you going along the deck underneath the mast there? Yes.
Yes.
That's a nice ship.
Uh,
It is, isn't it?
can't remember where I got that one. This one from, but it came with another one with another ship for a boarding action as well alongside it.
Yes.
Right, I will go. I will go there, and I'll take a extremely long range shot.
Mhm.
In fact, I don't even know if this will work. 12.
If I recall, Cray has the ring of environmental protection too.
Do I?
You do. You got given the mermaid ring.
Yeah, when I realized what it was, I threw it at you and said, "Here, I think you might want this."
Yeah, you got the
Thank
ring
you.
of the bird
Sorry, I was
folk, yeah.
dealing with my child.
But how you
I
almost died,
attempt.
given how close you came to dying there.
I appreciate that. That is a very
So you're
awesome
shooting. You're shooting the octopon that looks a little bit.
No, what I'm
fancy.
going to do is
No?
I'm going to move. I take that back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move there, and I'm going to
Oh.
work the crowd.
Mhm.
Thank you for that, Gareth.
Because what we need to do is doing. Forget that I could have targeted.
Yeah. Well.
So the first one is what we need to do is we need to do some crowd control. So who's our crowd control spellcasters? Well, shall we have who's got an area attack spell?
But that's okay. Well, Taris has got havoc.
I'm not answering because
give-
I'm not on deck and therefore not in any position to answer.
Hmm.
Well, give Taris a plus. Is that +2? I have to be +2.
Mhm.
Where's Calamus? Calamus.
Kralamus is below decks, reading a
And
book,
not
but he's
going
heard
to
the
be-
shout.
Right, I'll just say, get your ass up here quick.
So yeah, that will give Kralamos a +1. So he gets the command to do something that's useful.
And that will be me. But by moving that wee bit down the deck, I'm trying to bring more people under command range.
Mhm.
Uh,
Right, you've still got Padrick and Rana under your card.
Right.
And
Where is Patrick?
oh, actually, they for some reason they didn't appear on the map, which they should have done. So let's say that they were with you at the wheel.
Uh, He'll go there. It's all good gang up, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. See, I did have all of these set up so they were under individual PCs, so that you'd all have crew to control, and then it didn't work.
Go there.
Okay, Solomas will cower below decks. Cray Cooled, you are up in the crow's nest.
I am I? Okay.
You are about 60 feet up in the air in the crow's nest, looking down at all these octopons and a not quite as giant as the last giant octopus
Oh,
that are surrounding the ship.
are the octopons armed with anything, or are they just all tentacles?
They are tentacled, and their tentacles are equipped with pokey sticks and swords and other nasty things.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm trying to find myself. There I am.
I think they've turned up for the barbecue.
Yeah.
We've got the
I
skewers.
better run. Actually, I don't need to run. I didn't need to run at all, so ignore that.
No, you can relocate anywhere on the ship
Um,
with an athletics roll.
I'll make an athletics roll. Tray. That shouldn't be at -2, which it's going to be, but that's a raise then.
Click the run button
Okay.
dice again to turn it off.
I
Mhm.
shall. Okay, I'm going to go out to there, and then I'm going to anchor myself with a rope around my ankles so that I can swan dive off the top of the mast with my sword in one hand and my dagger in the other and sweep through the octopons, majestically slashing the shit out of them.
Because he
I
knows
will allow. I'll allow for that.
because he knows he can't drown now.
So when you say sweep, are you talking the actual sweep edge?
Oh, actually, I did get that, didn't I?
Because what you can relocate anywhere on the ship.
Yes, I've got sweep. So yes, I do mean the actual edge.
Taking that -2, you still had a success. What I'll allow you to do is because you can move and move back, you can end up there between those three.
Yeah. Well, I'm swinging off a rope that's anchored to
pardon me.
where I showed
Yes.
myself. So that this is just where the attack point ends up happening.
So you can. I'll allow you to attack those three.
Okie dokie then. Have you targeted them or do I need to?
You may need to. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can target them for you if you want me to.
Okay, that would be good. Thank you.
We have Cray, who needs an area of effect weapon.
Okay, so you can make a single fighting attack against those three.
Hit.
You hit all three of them. You may roll your damage.
That's the way to do it. That
And the
redeems
next
me.
one. And the next one.
Take that.
So you swoop down, rope tied about your waist, and chop into three of the octopons that are unwisely gathered together. And with but a moment, you hack into all three of them and flip yourself back up onto the mast, or onto the spar at the side of the mast. But then the octopons begin to move, and they start to climb aboard. Oh, and that one's going to get to cough.
If you got Rannick Grill on the combat tracker twice,
Have I?
no, you possibly aye. That's why you. I think you do.
If I come across her a second time, I will delete her then.
Yeah, you've got Rannick and you've got Patrick on twice.
That's because it
Hence the
Oh,
silliness.
because of the yeah. They near the bottom, are they?
They are on. They should be under me and under. Let's see. Hang on, wait a minute. Debug. I've definitely seen them somewhere. Yeah, they're on 7 of clubs as well.
Okay. I can take Patrick off there and Rana off there. There goes Rana. And there goes Patrick. Right, so that octopon comes on right next to Thomas Pelikowitz and cough the grail, and he guts the grail.
Probably very messy.
Mm.
Saved encounters.
What grail do they
Save
get?
all NPCs and their
Cough.
groupings. Wow.
Would it make a difference if does he get his has he got his +1 toughness applied?
It did 4 wounds to him.
Oh, it makes no difference, then, does it?
It does not make any difference. And that's 2 wounds to. Who have we done that to? To Octopon 18? No. Thomas Polikowicz. Which takes him out. Oh, he's up next to that grail. So the Octopons are now swarming on board. And it seems that they know what they're doing with these rusty swords they've got. Bloody hell.
Hard to go for the deck and get back to save the NPCs, or to be funny, except it's never going to die.
Lars Christopherson remains unharmed, however. He's up there. Board in there. And then meanwhile, somewhere beneath the waves, Mr. Fry.
Fry is going to attempt to negotiate with these guys.
Okay.
I just need one little bottle of water. I'm not really wanting to do anything else. I just bottle of water, and then I'll be right back out of here again. I don't want to stop you guys from any of this.
Okay. So you and
All
the
that fun
mindless
stuff, yeah.
undead, the mindless undead pay you no mind whatsoever in terms of responding to you. They just shift their weapons in a slightly more menacing manner.
Yeah, it's kind of what I expected. I had to try though.
You had to try. It was a reasonable thing to try. I will give you a Benny for trying to be nice.
Well, plus I didn't want to run an attack, so.
Yeah. The octopus swims closer, and then Kralamos. So you'll be controlling yourself and the Marines that are up on deck, and you've heard the shouts and the cries from upstairs. And you are throwing yourself out of a porthole, yes?
Hold up. Before I throw myself out the porthole, because obviously. Good enough?
Mm-hmm.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'll have a notice roll from you.
Okie dokie. Obviously, I cast that, then don't jump out the porthole.
Right, when you hit the water,
Yes.
I'm just going to put you onto a different map.
That's fine. Eleven. 18. I'm 18 inches under. I'm 18 inches down from the surface. Got to calculate what that does.
That's where you were. That's where you were on the surface.
Yeah.
If you look at that map, so you can take yourself 18 inches down, should you wish. But that's what you can see. You can see, well, what you can see there.
Pretty nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'll sort of direct myself that way.
Okay.
Minimize that map.
And then you're on to then you're on to your Marines.
Faris is that one. Okay, Faris. So annoying. Why players can't have the nice GM view for allied NPCs?
Mm,
Oh, my allies have vanished off my party sheet. Might explain why having fun in games.
mm. Shall I see if I can?
That's
You got them, have
okay.
you?
I'll put them back. It was just I had some blank entries. Who's the last Marine? I've forgotten.
John Smith.
Yes. Is that? Then I'm on. Oh, I won't do that again.
Ooh. Don't know who you were shooting, but it was definitely a hit.
Faris is. Oh, well, because you know what the problem is. Faris on the combat tracker has targeted Octopod 16, but obviously that's not the Faris that was on my party sheet.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Right. Well, yeah, there you go. You hit with the raise. I'll.
Yeah. There we go. That's a wound on that Octopod.
So as that Octopon climbs over the gunnels, it takes a shot to the forehead and falls back over with a splash into the water.
Okay, Faris is reload free. That's fine. Okay, I can see it on there. That's absolutely fine. Right, Tain is okay. So I know I have to drop them now. So Tain, fails and misses.
Mhm.
Okay, John Smith, fortunately, shooting the same one. Actually, Tain might have had different stats. I can't remember. I can't remember because we slightly.
No, they've all got
modified
shooting D8.
Yeah, remember. I know they were slightly different. We're doing John Smith, aren't we?
And he gets a hit.
I think there's an 8 in there, so that's just as good.
Oh, ouch.
Brings us to Jose. He was targeting that one. I take it that one's still in the water, not on the rigging of the boat.
Which one? That one there?
Yeah.
Yes, that one's still in the water.
Yeah, that's
that
fine.
one is still in the water.
Okay,
These
so
two
Jose,
those two are on the gunnels.
yeah, okay. Jose will have to slightly move, obviously, so he's not shooting through friendly
Mhm.
targets. Doing. Oh, yes.
Well, the Marines
Yes.
have done a pretty good job here.
Right between the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the Marines, and then end my turn.
Okay, so now we're on to another bunch of Octopons. Oh, they're all climbing up. They're all climbing aboard up the far end of the ship.
See, I think the octopus is going to do for the Marine. Will I get a chance to?
That one comes on and attacks Zedicus. Hits with his first rusty blade. No, he's not doing an ink cloud. He's trying to damage him. And poor Zedicus is cut down with a very bad case of tetanus. And he finishes his move and makes his second attack on early Eames. Because octopons are ambidextrous, or rather have more limbs than they need to have. No, not the Ink Cloud, do the damage. Fails to harm early Eames there. Still in the water. Can't quite make it there. And we're on to some more of your crew. Melimans and Juan Sanchez Villalobos.
These the guys we just rescued?
Though they've been around with you for a while. There's Melimanches. And Juan Sanchez Villalobos is over here. What do you want them to do? The Octopons are a little bit close for using the cannon now. They can grab their knives out and start ganging up on people, or they can run and flee and hide below decks.
They need to, repel the borders as best they're able.
Okay, so if you're sending Melimans in for the closest one, we'll send it.
Has Laurelin, Poran, and Boran acted yet?
If they go the other way.
Yes, they have.
I just want them to stay close by because in my move, I fully intend to move to where I got lots of people around me to take the hits.
So Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez is going to go and attack Octopon 10, ganging up with Grunk. And gets a hit. But merely tickles him. Is this the general command for the crew? Repel borders, gang up on him?
Best
Tickle the octopus.
by any means available.
So the guys near the cannon that can hit the giant octopus have already acted.
They have, yes. Right.
I see near sea.
Blarg has just seen one of his brethren go down. Now, Blarg is equipped with a dagger, a harpoon. Which one would you like him to use?
With a harpoon, of course.
And do you want him to lob it or charge in and stab with it?
Charge in and stab it.
Okay, runs in with his harpoon.
You're not a grail?
He is a grail, yes.
You don't have a battle ball?
No, he's got a harpoon.
Fair enough.
That speciesist, that is.
I know, but they've got reach 1. So he doesn't have to get in close.
Racial profiling? I don't know.
It was more about the fact he had more survivability with a reach 1 weapon.
Now, Lars
Very true.
Christopherson, who's a slightly better fighter, has just gone in and got a raise on that one. And has shaken Octopon number 1. The Wraith itself should be on hold. And this fella stays nice and safe in the water, and that is a success. And he waves his arm
Cutting up, Carol.
in the air, and as if from nowhere, several swarms of razor wings appear.
We had not got enough to deal with.
I do recall the last time I ran 50 fathoms, whenever razor wings turned up, the crew would just all hide below deck until they buggered off.
Razor wings are flyers, right?
Oh yes, they are.
Yeah,
They're swarms, though,
They're
so you need air
swarms.
effects to hurt them.
However, Taris, you would know, while you could attempt to scatter them with Havoc, casting Zephyr on a single one of them will guarantee to remove one. As long as you get a success.
I'm gonna get to my turn, but I've got some other tricks up my sleeve, this late in the session and all that fun crap. So let's move along.
Now, Snurk does have a Grail Battle Ball.
Snurk!
Yep, Snurk has a Grail Battle Ball, but he was already engaged in combat. So he'll just have to try and... Oh, and I think he's got a hit. Oh, look at that! He whirls it around, smashes the Battle Ball in with a massive raise.
See, Battle Ball! Battle Balls are just great.
And completely flattens the octopod that's come in next to him. Go Snurk.
Oh, me. Of course, we had a load of grail, didn't we? I
You
forgot
had
we
several Grail, yes.
Yeah, I forgot we did that.
Hack here does not have a Battle Ball, but he has a harpoon, which he can either throw or charge in for a stab with. Well, if no one gives an order otherwise, he's just going to charge in with it and try and ram it down this octopon's throat.
Battle Ball, you should be using that.
Because if they miss, they don't have the harpoon anymore.
Yeah, and then it's Terrace.
Knives don't take
Yeah, Terrace is going to do the smart thing and move this way where there's more people between her and the guys that want to, like, kill her.
Mm-hmm.
I climbed the rigging and cast spells from up there.
Yeah, but that would take an athletics roll, and this is not
Point taken.
strong.
Okay,
And crit
point taken.
fails are like ubiquitous in this game. And then I'll spot the razor wings, and I will do as... Oh, and I almost forgot. Hang on. I never can remember to spend these.
I think...
Doesn't that give me +2 on all my spell casting for the rest of this encounter?
It does, yes.
And me as well, so thank you very much.
Yep, so we're all good here, so I'm going to cast Zephyr on whichever I can hit.
Yep.
With the +2, that's a success. No.
That is a success. So you are able to disperse the closest group of razor wings? The closest group of razor wings with a simple Zephyr spell.
Waskly Wait the Wing.
Indeed, Waskily Razor Wings.
And that would be my turn.
Actually, thinking about it, just if we're really being unfair, shouldn't it be Rascally Razor Rings?
Possibly.
Swapping the W's for the Ras.
Thing like the Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh man, you guys.
Look at the walks.
Do you guys get the Buffalo Wild Wings over there?
Some
No.
places. Oh, not wild. What's the wild part then?
That's just
Shop?
what they call them.
Oh, okay.
It's the name
It's a
place that
restaurant.
serves it. Yeah.
Ah.
Hey, they got Mickey D's over there and crap like that.
This is true.
That was the most cool place to have a birthday party when it first opened in this country. You were going places if you had a birthday party at Mackie D's.
I wasn't allowed to go to Mickey D's. Our parents wouldn't let me, which of course meant that it was the best place in the world that I had to go there.
Exactly.
I don't know, but I was a lad who used to go to Burger King.
Now, see, I grew up in the backwoods. I didn't even see the inside. I had never been to Burger King before. I was like 14 years old and we moved to the city.
The saddest day ever was when Wendy's shut down the Wendy's in Croydon. I miss Wendy's. I like Wendy's. They're my favourite.
I used to go to the Wimpy.
Well,
See,
you went to Wimpy, you forgot all the others, but there was a Wendy's in Croydon, and then Wendy's in America was to save money shut down every Wendy's store in the world that was outside of America, and that was the end of Wendy's in the UK.
You spent time in Texas, right, Tavis?
I did, yes.
Then if you've had fast food, the only fast food ever worth eating, and I miss Whataburger.
Never had a Whataburger.
Oh, you gotta be kidding! You were in Texas.
I was in Houston, but I didn't have a Whataburger.
They must have run you out of the damn state then, because there's got to be a law or something.
I think the I think IHOP should actually take a note that the first letter is I, standing for international, and try and actually be international.
Yeah,
So
that's a
I
good
want
idea.
to eat there.
Yeah, me too, actually.
And what the hell? You call yourself International House of Pancakes and only live in one country? It's just not on.
Right. So the first swarm of razor wings flies down, and their bony wings start cutting through Taris as they're swarming around her, causing her to be shaken.
Ow.
And then the second set of razor wings swoop over the top of the octopons, and we'll get Laurelin, Horan Hal, Boren Brev, and Anders van der Voort. Doesn't hurt Laurelin. Shakes Horan Hal.
You should set reach on them.
They're only small templates, so they're.
I mean, if you put reach, you'll get small templates, but a wider circle, so you'll know who's inside the area effect.
Very nice to play. You couldn't see him.
Well, I have it's no worse than the World Series as played between like the US and Canada.
I was about to say, I was thinking about the World Series. It's like, yeah, that's a little arrogant calling it the World Series when the rest of the world don't get to play. Although hasn't
We
Japan
let
played in it
Canada
sometimes?
play, so that makes it international. Damn it!
Hasn't
Japan
Japan
gets to
played? Japan's played in it before, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boren Brev remains shaken. Laurelin. So is she swooping over to get the octopon then? Balancing on the edge there. She's one of the slightly better fighters amongst the sailors. And gets a hit. And shakes poor octopon 19. It was only coming on board to say hello.
Somehow I don't believe that.
You don't? I don't know why. Early Eames not doing quite so well. Horan Hal unshakes. Now, can't really get at that octopon, so he's just going to back out of where the razor wings are unless you want him to charge over to help somebody. Answer came then. He will do the sensible thing, and the Fry. It seems that there's an officer amongst these undead. Seems to be directing the others to a shuffling towards you. And Josiah, there are now octopons all over your deck. Several of your crew have been butchered by rusty blades. There are screams of the injured. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to go.
Did we change rounds?
We did.
We did.
You were the
Oh,
longest
They
one in the
ended up
round.
on the 2 of diamonds again?
Yep. There was a joker, and you've ended up on a 2 again. So there was a joker last round. You have had a 2 twice.
Well, I'm up to a 4 now.
Go you!
Well, you've doubled your
Yeah.
result of your card.
It'd be great at the casino, but here it's no big deal.
Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to run to the middle
Mm-hmm.
to make sure the command bonus reaches the maximum number of people.
Yep.
And then I'm going to blow my horn.
Oh.
Getting a success.
Okay. Where do you want this to go?
Let's put it right in the middle, because where I am, it'll cover me and it'll cover the razor wings too, and possibly Tanis. Maybe, I don't know,
Okay.
but we'll soon find out. It's going to be just a success, so it's just dark.
Right, let's see if I can.
Now,
There you go.
is that how big it is?
That is the darkness power. Yep.
What, the whole map, or like it's just me into it? Because I'm in the middle, I can't see anything. Where's the
Yeah,
map
you're in,
going?
you're in the middle of the darkness, therefore you can't see out of it.
Yes.
Who turned out the lights?
Who turned out the lights? Yeah, I will blow. I will go in there, because that way I can give everybody a bonus, and I should be relatively safe.
Yep.
Just constantly pumping out the bonus.
Right, Paddy.
Paddy will jump to there and try and get a gang up bonus.
And try and knife that octopon.
Load the bennies! Thank you, boy. Howdy, we certainly need them.
Hey, bennies for everyone. And that's a hit. That is a hit with a gang up bonus.
Only gets a knife, but I mean,
Hey, it's enough to shake him.
managed to shake it for the command bonus.
And then where's Rana?
Rana.
Rana's over here. She's got quite a large number of octopons boarded or boarding near her.
They're coming up the initiative order, aren't they?
So she's backing off. Okay.
Tell I she'll actually end up going there.
Yep. So she dives into the darkness, and it's Cray Cooled. Out on the, he's quite literally out on a limb at the moment. Yes, you can. Are you wild attacking as well then? Okay, so you'll need an athletics roll to do your first maneuver. And put yourself on multi-action, since you're intending to do it twice. So, you can reposition to anywhere on the ship. That's not on the ship. Well, you won't be able to attack the one that's in the water from there. You'll only be able to attack the one that's on the deck.
Yeah.
That makes a bit more sense. And then you can, if we target those two octopons, you may make a single attack, which will go for both of them. Which misses.
Oh, piss off!
No!
And you thud face first into the deck.
That's 3 in one session. That's just
how
not
many
funny.
does that bring us up to for this
9.
game? 'Cause-
And I'm afraid I'm going to cancel the rest of your turn there as you thud face first into the deck and end up prone.
I think it's Fancy Ground's way of telling you maybe you should stop playing today.
So how many are we up to now?
He
I
said
think that was 9, wasn't it?
9 critical failures.
With 9. Yep, 9.
We're going for a record, guys.
Yeah.
Hang on to your seats.
Laurel and Mellifluous has just been ripped to shreds by a pair of rusty blades. Both of her wings have been chopped off, and she's been booted into the sea.
Going wrong.
Yes, it's all gone horribly wrong. Anders van der Voort
It's time we
is
can't.
stabbed.
This time we
with a
can't
rusty-
even save them.
Indeed. Anders van der Voort is shaken.
You just dropped.
Belladonna. Because Kay's off to work.
Yeah. was a rage quit.
No, it was not. Where's number 13 hiding? Right. So can't quite make it to Cray, unfortunately, but they are going to see the prone person and head across the deck towards them. He's fighting a Grail. He's going to try and stab the Grail. The Grail is the big threat. And that shakes the shakes Mr. Hack. And that last Octopon, that one can get to Cray. Steps in and stabs his rusty blade down on the poor prone sailor. No, it's not an anvil, it's a rusty cutlass. But it doesn't hurt you. You're rolling around on the floor being impossible to hit. And this last one is going to head over towards Cray as well. Because they clearly don't know that Cray can stand up and sweep because they're foolish. Fry! So these rotting flesh skeletal type things are just marching apparently backwards towards you because the images are the wrong way around. But they seem to be paying no heed to your protestations.
Yeah, I want to do this non-violently, and they don't care. They want to be violent. Yeah, got it.
Yep, they do.
Okay, I will slide up here next to Kralamos.
Kralamos is still swimming down to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. He's way up above me. Okay. In that case, I won't swim down to Kralamos. I will come over to... Come on.
Of course, you can swim up if you want to.
Nah, Fry's going to come on over this direction. There we go. Now you're going to let me move. Maybe. What's going on?
You know what? I'm going to turn the water effects off. Maybe having two maps with effects on might be too much.
Depends on the level of potato of the computer, I think.
It's not a very potato computer. It's a
No. I'm not saying it is. I was just, you know what I mean. I think that's the deciding factor.
Yeah, graphics run locally though.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is playing potato right now.
Right. Are you trying to get into combat?
In any case, yeah, I'm trying to get over there next to 8, basically due north of where he is, and give him a whack.
You use that water effect I found. It's a nice water effect, that one.
Actually, this water effect is on the map.
On the map, yeah, fair enough.
Okay, it's not letting me move Fry at all. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the token off and put him back on again. Car keys in the door. There you go. You're now in combat.
There we go. Okay. I'm going to start with my first action will be to test this zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure we got him targeted. And swinging my sword in menacing manners.
Ooh. Well, you got the raise, and he's shaken, which means you have the drop on him.
I do. Let's also make him vulnerable, because I can.
Yep, why not? I'll let you do the drop bit manually. Just give yourself a +4 to hit and damage.
Yep. Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
I so thought that was a critical then for a moment.
So did I. I was going to get so upset.
Nearly got to double figures.
There's 15 minutes yet. Okay, you have discombobulated that undead guard, and bits of him go floating off as the rest of him collapses down to the ground.
I told you guys I didn't want to be violent, but you're not going to give me any other choice, are you?
But answer came there none. Okay, is that fry done?
That's fry done. Yep, trying to get my in turn button to turn. There we go.
Okay, so we are... No, we're not on to Kralamos, we're on to the giant octopus first. Who is going to attack the Wraith? Because it can.
Stop putting holes in my ship.
No, not Melimoran. I want to attack.
See, you're here in the dark.
So that will have hit the Wraith. We just now need to damage the Wraith.
I can hear it crunch.
Well, kid, this is a tough ship. Remember, we got the special wood.
No, that's going to do nothing to it. And why it rolled against John Smith, I have no idea. Kralamos,
No, right.
you're zooming down beneath the waves.
So, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I hit one. I hit 1 inch. Okay, so how much is it? And it's wide is 3 inches. So technically speaking, with a code, would you agree I can hit those 3 from up here?
It's a 9-inch template at its longest point.
It's 10. Actually, I just measured it. Look, it's 10.
It's 10.
Yeah.
Well, assuming that it's also effectively it's a 3-dimensional cone.
Yeah.
If you were to move over to, it's not let me draw a thing. If you were to move over to above zombie guard number 2, I'd let you hit all 4 of those.
Well, actually, if you're taking it as 3-dimensional, a 3-inch diameter is that.
Yes, but it's not a 3-inch
It
diameter
isn't.
flat.
I agreed.
Comes
No,
up
it
with
is.
the edges.
Yes, I agreed. Which one's zombie number 4?
I'd let you get the 4 that are around zombie guard number 2. So 2, 3, the captain.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
5.
Give me a
So if you
point
wanna
of where I need to move to, and I'll
I'm
move
trying
there.
to, but it's not. There
Is
we
it,
go.
about, is it there?
About-
Oh, over
yeah,
there.
about there.
Yeah. Okay. For some reason, the pointer ended up over there. I don't know why.
No, that's where you're pointing now is towards the zombie that I was suggesting. But if you want to go for the
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood you. Hang on. Cancel move and go to there. There we go. And then I'm going to, as you say, hit that one, that one, that one, and that one.
And the captain.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful stuff. Probably not armored. Hit them with a water burst. Hit with a raise. That's 2 power points plus. I'm only working out how many I need to spend. I'm not modifying what I'm doing, if that makes sense, because I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even see the dice roll then.
Okay, so here we go. I think I've got too many targeted there.
Oh, don't worry about it.
7. I've got 7 and 9 targeted if you want to remove them.
Yep. We'll just ignore the damage on 7 and 9. That's fine.
Okay. keep picking up the character sheet rather than picking up the dice, which is very annoying. That looped yet? No, it hasn't yet. I think that's probably enough.
I think so. Right,
Ollie.
so we shall. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a loop. So we'll ignore the damage on number 7 and 9.
Which is really annoying because I did 28 and 27.
You did some fantastic damage on the ones you didn't actually hit.
Yeah.
But you've taken out number 5.
Okay. Give me targets. Then I can decide which ones I want to re-roll afterwards, can't I?
I don't think you're going to need to re-roll any. I think you actually took
Wiped them all out.
all
Okay.
of them out.
Sounds good.
Well, apart from I don't think you actually took out the captain.
I'll re-roll for the captain. Once
But
we're there, I'll type.
yeah, I'll see what damage you actually did on him in a sec.
Yeah, sure.
We've got to that point in the game where everything decides it wants to go really slow.
Let's slow
Well,
down.
that's because we've just got a few minutes left for this section, so it's like, we're going to make you wait and do a cliffhanger here.
Yeah, all you did was shake the captain. If you want to re-roll that damage,
I do. I hit with a raise, didn't I, as well? So I need to
You
turn
did.
that on.
and that just shook him.
It's the end of the day.
Oh.
Oh.
You got a wound?
Okay, I'm going to try one more. On the. Looks like all. It looks like all I'm
Just a
doing is a
wound.
wound. Yeah, that's all I'm getting is a
I
wound
could
off
give
a
him
minute.
a Benny if you want.
Oh,
Benny
I've got.
again. If you-
Well, one you probably technically can't because I can't hear or see you.
If we do a cliffhanger, we want to save these bennies for next week, too.
That's what I'm thinking. You see, yeah, and that's why I didn't want to
So-
keep spending.
What are your marines doing up on ship
Oh yeah,
there,
up on
Callum?
deck. Sorry, minimum. All they can do this round is reload because they've all got
They're just
reload
reloading.
free.
That makes sense. Let's have them.
Yeah, too
Or
far
reload.
away to get too far away to get command edges.
There you go.
Right. And at this point, Cray is in trouble. Oh no, he's not. It's not a critical fail, but that was a one to hit. Cray is unharmed, but is surrounded by rather angry octopons. I don't know why these have suddenly all just turned unidentified. I must have clicked on them accidentally.
Easily done.
Misses. Yeah, their initial assault went very, very well, and now it's seeming to go downhill for them. That one climbs on board.
Yay!
Yeah, good for you guys. That one climbs on board. That one climbs on board. And if we're just having the crew attack any octopon that's near them, Melly is going to charge over to that one and try not to trip over through those chains. Hearing the captain's encouraging shouts from within the cloud of darkness, she misses miserably. Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez. Benny for anyone who gets the reference.
No, it's Princess Bride.
No, it's not.
No, it isn't. I do recognise it though, and I don't know where from.
No, that misses as
Oh,
well.
Zorro, is it?
Lord. It's
Something. I can't
no,
remember.
but no, but close.
I mean, the film.
You know,
I
kind
a
of-
character in Zorro, but I can't remember. Yeah.
No, it's not, but close in a roundabout kind of a way.
I'm going to remember. So. I recognise it, but I don't know where from. Pulp Fiction, Jimmy Munker says.
No, it's not Pulp Fiction.
I knew it wasn't Pulp Fiction. And let the bennies flow.
And let the bennies flow. Okay, the bennies may flow, Jiminy Monker.
Yeah, because we're
Just-
going to have to come prep for next week.
Ooh,
9 crit fails has not gone
Octopon's
well.
been shaken. And finally, we're on to Taristan, who unshakes.
And I can still feel that thing swarming around me.
You can feel it swarming around you, but you can't see
Oh,
anything
for
because suddenly you've been
flip's
surrounded by
sake.
smoke.
Yeah, but if I can
course it
feel
is.
if I
I'm
can
annoyed
feel
now.
it swarming around me, I can still cast Zephyr to disperse it away from me, right?
Yes, you can.
And I still get my +2 for my.
Yep.
No, I don't actually, which is interesting. I knew I recognised it. I couldn't think where from.
So that gets that one away
Only one of
from
my
me.
all-time favourite films. And there is only one film
Of course.
and no
Right,
series.
um,
Highlander.
What is it? Highlander.
From Connery's character in Highlander. I knew I recognised it.
And then she's gonna try come stumbling out.
Yep.
Oh, the whole map just went black on me.
That's because you're in the darkness. I will move you out of it in just a second. And the reason I said it was Zorro adjacent is the same actor played Zorro in The Mask of Zorro, the 1994 film with Antonio Banderas. He played the Zorro that was the Zorro before Antonio Banderas.
All right.
I can't think of, and I know who that is, and I can't think of his name.
Shocking.
I like Antonio Banderas.
Whiff one.
I liked him in Evita too.
Right, a far more octopusy creature slithers up onto deck.
Best Russian accent ever.
Absolutely.
Oh, good. But just in time for volley fire from the Marines. Long enough.
Yeah, he knows that too.
Not allowed to kill my Marines. You're allowed to kill the sailors because I don't care about them. My Marines I'll get up for.
Oh. I'll only kill them a little bit. See, I only got a success on them.
Well, they're all dead then. That's a bit of luck.
Shaken. Unharmed.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. 26 wounds. Ooh.
Shaken. So no, he did not completely blast them to pieces.
Here's the Octopon Warlock. Can't even see him. Oh, the octopus is still in the water, isn't it?
The octopus is in the water, yes. The Octopon Warlock, on the other hand, is not.
Buggered if I can spot the bugger.
Well,
I spotted.
Oh, there he is.
Okay,
Yeah, he's using the official token rather than the the square token. Yes,
yes.
does make you realise how much better their Pinnacle's artwork's got over the years when you look at the official 50 Fathoms tokens.
Yes. It'd be so cool to have a suede version of 50 Fathoms now.
It would.
I think that Octopon has just been utterly skewered. the crew are now fighting back, and we're very near the end of the round. As the Grail that you've hired are starting to bring their muscle in. For next week, I'll spend some time putting them all underneath your control properly. And that's a battle ball on target. With the ship.
For next week, all you do is put them all on the party sheet.
They should actually all be on the party sheet.
They
And
are
then
until
from
you
the-
carry. They are on the party sheet, but then if you've got to control them, you've got to take them off the party sheet and put them on the
and
character
put
sheet.
them on, and then you put them on the character sheets. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the allied space of the character sheet. But just saying, if you're on the party sheet, people can drag them as required. You know what I mean?
Which is what he's done. This is what he's done. That's how I got my Marines
Then-
back.
And then you just right click, add allies, and boom, film.
Yeah, but the thing is, I thought I was being clever using the 4Cs thing to set it all up so that they were all nested.
I was just.
an
I was
even number
reading.
underneath.
I was reading about that. He said something in here. Token placement. You can access your save encounters by going to the encounters list at the sidebar and clicking save. From that list, you can then save encounters and combat tracker with a single button click. Clicking the button again will add another full copy of the saved encounter. This is used, for example, during combat and another group load. I highly recommend only editing saved encounters by adding to the combat tracker, doing manipulations, resaving it. So if you tried editing it, that might have been the problem. Because he's found that doesn't work if you know what I mean. So
You see, what I did was I set it all up with them all nested underneath all the PCs, and then I saved it. But when I loaded it back in, it loaded the groups of NPCs, but they weren't nested under the PCs.
I must admit, for encounters and products, if it says that you encounter 20, I like normally do that encounter for 5, and then people can do it 4 times if they really want to.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
I can't spell Fathoms.
But anyway, we've reached the end of the round, so we shall leave it there with a big pit of darkness in the middle of the Wraith, Octopon swarming all over, Craig Cooled lying prone on the ground where he's face planted the deck, and beneath the waves, Fry and Kralamos trying to make their way to get the water from the fountain.
And we get our bennies back next week, and I get my +2 bonus.
No, we do not get our bennies back next. We are mid-fight.
No, I mean we get to keep these bennies next
Yes.
week. Our,
Yes, we
the
do.
bennies
We will leave it till the end of the encounter.
and my +2 arcane inspiration or whatever the hell it is. As long as
That
I
will
got
remain.
those, I'm good. Okay, then we will see you next week.
And who knows, we might even
Indeed.
complete the campaign next week.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Who knows?
Who
Either
knows
that,
what
or
will
y'all finally get a TPK that you've been working so hard on.
I never work towards a TPK. It's just been. Don't see it as almost a TPK. See it as a dramatic, close to the bone encounter.
Yeah, well, 9 crit fails in a single session don't really help that at all, does
That's
it?
got
And half
nothing
of
to
those
do
in the
with
first
me.
hour.
Yeah. I have no control over the random number generators.
You jinxed it. Well, that's what my dad. We used to play when we were kids. Cards were a lot more because we didn't have all this other fancy ass crap.
Mm.
And my dad would regularly whammy other people's cards because it's a psychological thing. Really, Daddy.
Yeah, totally.
I had a lot of fun. See you all next time.